everyone. My name is Justine Melman, and I am with Yahoo Canada. I want to thank everyone for coming today. We got a great turnout. We got some great weather. And I just really want to say thank you for participating in this. As hopefully some of you guys know, we have this event actually also going on in Vancouver. They're starting now as well. And we are live streaming this one in Toronto all across Canada. So everybody in Canada has a chance to participate with us today. I just want to take a minute and tell you why we decided to do this event. Canada Loves Yoga, which is what this event is called. For us at Yahoo, it was about bringing together our live audience, you guys and everybody in Vancouver and people on live stream, with our digital audience, people who come to our site every day. And it's this positive experience of unity and healthy living and, of course, fun. At Yahoo, our mission is to make the daily habits of Canadians more inspiring and entertaining with our great content like Shine and OMG, news, sports, and finance. And we also have these great products like our Yahoo Mail app, Flickr, hopefully everybody knows has heard of Flickr, and of course our Yahoo Weather app. And I have to tell you, I was tethered to our Yahoo Weather app today, making sure that the weather would turn out this well for everyone. And yoga is obviously a great daily habit of Canadians, and so it was really important for us to find that alignment. And the other thing that's really important for us is to make sure that all of our content and services and products are free and accessible for everyone. And that's why we wanted to keep this event free today, and yoga being a great accessible activity for all Canadians. Now, there was a really important component of what was going on today, and it's a charity component called a Share Raiser, where we were asking people to share content about this event on Facebook and Twitter. And for every share, we were donating $1 to one of two organizations. The organization that we've partnered with in Toronto is called New Leaf Yoga Foundation. And what New Leaf does is they empower youth through yoga. They work with them to create positive change and help them overcome histories that may include abuse, neglect, incarceration, gang involvement, addiction, and other forms of marginalization. So we're really, really proud to be able to partner with New Leaf today. And we thank everybody who helped contribute through their shares and will continue to share and contribute more to these great foundations. So thank you for that. One thing I want to mention before we get started is our disclaimers. We had disclaimers on the website and on the Facebook event page, so if you saw them there, that's great, thank you very much. But we also have them posted around the event on these little white signs. Please make sure you have a chance to read them. We want everybody to have a really safe and fun session today. So on that note, I am very excited to introduce our two amazing instructors for today. You may have heard of them. I know that they have great reputations in the city of Toronto. So first we have Amber Joliat from Misfit Studio, and we also have with her David Jeleno from Beach Yoga Center. So thank you in helping me welcome them, and have a great session today.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Does everyone have water? Make sure you got that real close. It's hot out. And everyone has sunblock on? Okay, you ready to do this, David?
Let's start. Okay. To start, if you want to come to rest on your shin bones and the tops of your feet. Ooh, it's kind of hot.
It is hot.
You're just going to separate your knees, no wider than your hips. You're going to fold forward, extending the arms out in front of you. Moving into child's pose, balasana. You're starting to bring your awareness to your breath. Your breathing. So that the sides of the body expand on the inhalation and they contract on your exhalation. And staying connected with your breath throughout the entire practice. And now, you're going to finish your exhale. You're going to lift up into a table position where the wrists are below your shoulders. You're going to transfer the weight to the left arm. Outwardly spin your right arm so the inner wrist faces the front of your mat. And now transfer the weight to the right arm, spinning the left arm out. As you spin your arms out, try to initiate the movement from its origins. You're going to roll the shoulder blades down. You can play with shifting the weight forward into the hands. And now start to shift the weight back, bringing your hips to the heels, lifting the wrists off the floor, but not too high. Just enough to lengthen out the inner line of your arms. You're going to finish your exhale, and now we're going to shift the weight forward. You're going to turn the hands around so you're back into a table position. Press down through your palms, forward through your fingers. You're lengthening out your arms. You're going to curl your toes under, lift the knees off the floor, and now draw back into a downward dog position. Once again, you're going to lift your heels, bring the knees to the floor, draw back now into Balasana, child's pose. Just going to cycle through a series of movements here. Lift up into a table, curl the toes under, lift your knees off the floor, downward dog. Once again, lift your heels, shift your weight forward, bring the knees to the floor, draw back, Balasana, child's pose. One last time. You're going to lift up into a table, press down through the palms, curl the toes under, lift the knees off the floor, downward facing dog. You're going to bring the sides of the big toes to touch. Heels are slightly apart. Lift the heels so that you're on the ball joints of your feet. Look at the space in between the hands. You're going to step the right foot forward. And now step your left foot forward. Once again, allowing the sides of your big toes to touch. Heels are slightly apart. Keep a slight bend in your knees, and to lift, you're going to lift from the actions of your legs. So first straighten the legs, pelvis, torso, raise the arms. And now you're going to bring your hands to the midline. You're going to lower your arms. Inhale, raise your arms, look up. Exhale, bend the knees as much as you need to as you fold forward. Head up on your inhale. Press down into the palms to step or jump back. Slowly lower. Inhale, roll over your toes, upward dog. Exhale, draw back into your downward dog position for 1. Starting to bring the awareness back to your breath. 2, so you're breathing through the nose only. 3, trying to match the inhalations and exhalations. 4, 5. First, lift your heels, then bend your knees. Inhale, step or jump to that space. Head up. Exhale to fold. Once again, slight bend in the knees, and now press down to lift up, all the way up. Exhale to release your arms, equal standing. Inhale, raise the arms, look up. Exhale, forehead towards the shin bones. Head up on your inhale. Press down to step or jump back. Slowly lower. Inhale. Now lift your shin bones. Exhale. Draw back into your downward dog position for 1. Now bring your awareness to your feet. 2. Energize your legs here just by lifting and spreading your toes. 3. And then lowering them down. For 4. First, lift your heels, then bend your knees. Inhale, step or jump to that space. Exhale to fold. Once again, inhale as you lift all the way up. Exhale to release your arms, equal standing. Last one. Inhale, let the arm bones become heavy. Exhale, forehead towards your shin bones. Head up on your inhale. Press down to step or jump back, lowering down. Inhale, lift the collarbones. Exhale, draw back into your downward dog position for 1. Now, bring your awareness back to your breath. 2. So listen to your breath here. 3. 4. For 5. First, lift your heels, then bend your knees. Inhale, step or jump. Exhale to fold. Inhale as you lift all the way up. Exhale to release the arms, equal standing. You're going to bend your knees, allowing the fingertips to touch the floor. Inhale, raise your arms, look up. Exhale, forehead towards the shin bones. Head up on your inhale, press down to jump back, lowering down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And now, step your right foot forward, bend your right knee, lunge. So knee above ankle, in line with your second toe. Send the right hip back as the outer edge of the left hip wraps forward. Keep the back leg strong as you sink your pelvis. You're going to finish your exhale. You're going to start to straighten the right leg. Lift the toes so that you're on the heel. Press down into your palms. Drag the heel back. Downward dog. Plank. Chaturanga. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. And now, step your left foot forward. Bend your left knee. Lunge. So knee above ankle, in line with the second toe. This time, the left hip will move back as the outer edge of the right hip wraps forward. Keeping the back leg strong, you're going to start to sink your pelvis. Finishing your exhale, you're going to straighten the left leg, lift the toes so that you're on the heel, press down into your palms, drag the heel back, downward dog. Plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, draw back into your downward dog position for 1. Breathing, bringing your awareness now to your hands. For 2, try to feel the connection between the heels of your palms and your shoulder blades. For 3, the shoulder blades will move back into your body and then towards your tailbone. For 5, first lift your heels, then bend your knees. Inhale, step or jump. Exhale to fold. Bend the knees, sink the pelvis, raise the arms. And now, equal standing. It's good. Bend the knees, sink low. Raise the arms, look up. Exhale, forehead to the shin bones. Head up on your inhale. Press down to jump back, lowering down. Inhale, lift your collarbones, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And now, left heel will turn in, right foot forward, bend your right knee, raise the arms, look up. Exhale, palms down. Step back, lowering down. Inhale, stay strong in your legs. Exhale, draw back. Right heel to the midline. Step your left foot forward. Inhale, raise the arms. Look up. Exhale, palms down, lowering down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, draw back into your downward dog position. 1, 2. Once again, bring the awareness to the hands. 3. Push the floor away from you. For 4. Send some of the weight and the work out of the arms and back into your legs, your pelvis, your core. For 5. First, lift the heels, then bend the knees. Inhale, step or jump. Exhale to fold. Bend your knees, raise your arms. And now, exhale, equal standing. Last one. Inhale, arm bones are heavy. Exhale, forehead towards the shin bones. Inhale, head up, press down to jump back, lowering down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left heel in, right foot forward. Inhale, raise your arms, look up. Exhale, palms down, lowering down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Right heel in, left foot forward. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, palms down, lowering down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog for 1. Now, bring your awareness back to your breath. 2. Listening to the breath here. 3. 4. 5. First, lift the heels, then bend your knees. Inhale, step or jump. Exhale to fold. Bend your knees, raise your arms. Exhale, equal standing. And now, you're going to separate your feet. Hands are on the waist. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, start to fold forward. Grab a hold of your big toes with your first and middle finger. Inhalation lifts your head. Exhale, bend your knees as much as you need to keep your torso on your thighs. For 1, 2, bending the knees will help release your hamstrings. For 3, the lower spine. For 4, freeing the mobility in your pelvis. For 5, head up on your inhale. Exhale, place your hands underneath your feet so the toes will meet the wrists. Once again, inhalation lifts your head. Exhale, start to fold forward for 1. Breathing. 2, bringing awareness now to your feet. For 3, press the toes into the wrists. For 4, feeling the stretch in the backs of the legs. For 5, head up only on the inhale. Exhale, hands are on the waist. Just a slight bend in your knees. And now press down to lift up, all the way up. Exhale, equal standing. Whew, it's hot. And now, inhale, step out to the right. That's it. Outer edges of your feet are parallel. Turning on the right foot, heel to arch stance. And now we're going to cycle through a series of movements here. You're going to bend the right knee, knee above ankle. You're going to place the left hand on the thigh, looking at the right palm. So reverse warrior. And now, straighten the leg, triangle pose. Look down for balance. Bend the knee, lift the torso, sink low, reverse warrior. Up, 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 up. That's it. And now straighten the leg, triangle. One last time. Bend the knee, lift your torso, place the left hand on the thigh, looking at the right palm. Reverse warrior. And now straighten the leg, moving into your triangle pose on the right side for 1. Breathe. 2. 3, 4, 5. Look down for balance. Press off your foot to lift. Turn on one foot, then turn on the next. Heel to arch stance. And once again, we're going to cycle through a series of movements here. You're going to bend the left knee, knee above ankle. You're going to place the right hand on the thigh, looking at the left palm. So reverse warrior. And now straighten the leg, triangle pose. Once again, look down, bend the knee, lift the torso, sink low, reverse warrior. And now straighten the leg, triangle. That's it. One last time, look down for balance. Bend the knee, lift the torso, sink low. Stretch out the left side of your body. And now straighten the leg, moving into your triangle pose on the left side for 1. Breathing. 2, 3, 4, 5. Look down. Now press off the foot to lift. Parallel your feet. And now return to the front of your mat, equal standing. Once again, you're going to step out to the right on your mat. That's it. Turn on the right foot, heel to arch stance. And now you're going to bend the right knee, knee above ankle. You're going to place the arm on the thigh, extending your left arm, or placing the hand on the outside of the foot. For 1. That's it. The strength of this posture starts in your back leg. For 2. So press down into your right heel. For 3. Remembering that your exhalation. For 4. Always releases the shoulders. For 5. Look down for balance. And now press off the foot to lift. Turn on one foot and then turn on the next. And now bend the left knee, knee above ankle. Once again, moving into the pose on your left side for 1. 2, strength of the posture is in the back leg. For 3, press down into your left heel. For 4, 5, look down for balance, and now press off the foot to lift. You're going to turn on one foot, and then turn on the next, and then come down onto your left knee. You're going to raise the left arm in the air. First start with the elbow on the outside of the leg to help find the twist. And then slide the arm down the leg. The hands are either midline of the torso or the palm is on the floor, straightening the back leg for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look down for balance. And now press off your foot to lift. Turn on one foot and then turn on the next to face me And then come down onto the right knee. You're going to raise the arm in the air. Start with the elbow on the outside of the leg to help find the twist. So you're clearing your rib cage. And then slide the arm down the leg. The hands are either midline or palm on the floor, straightening the back leg for 1, 2, breathing, for 3, 4, 5. Look down for balance. Inhale to lift. Parallel your feet. Exhale, return to the front of your mat, equal standing. You're going to inhale, step out to the right. Once again. Outer edges of the feet are parallel. Hands are on the waist. And now with your exhale, you're going to fold forward, placing the palms on the floor. Head up on your inhale, and now start to walk your hands back as you move deeper into your posture for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Head up on your inhale. Exhale, hands are on the waist. Just a slight bend in the knees, and now press down to lift up. Exhale to release your hands. You're going to inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, hands are on the waist. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, start to fold forward from the strength of the legs, pelvis, and core for 1, 2, relaxing the neck and shoulders here. 3, using gravity for 4 to help create traction in your spine. 5, slight bend in the knees, and now press down to lift up. Exhale to release your hands. You're going to inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, rotate the arms around, interlock your fingers behind you. Next inhalation, lift the chest. Next exhalation, start to fold forward for 1. Now, let the arm bones be heavy. 2, stay strong in your legs here. For 3, you can shift some of the weight back. For 4, ensuring that you're standing on all 8 corners of your feet. For 5, slight bend in the knees, and now press down to lift up. Exhale, hands are on the waist. Last one. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, start to fold forward. Grab a hold of the big toes with the first and middle finger. Inhalation lifts your head. Exhale, elbows are out to the sides as the inner wrists face each other for 1, 2. So you can bend your knees here and then straighten the legs. For 3, you can bend the knees again and then straighten. 4, to help find the actions of the legs and the pelvis to fold you forward. For 5, head up only on the inhale. Exhale, hands are on the waist. Inhale, as you lift. Exhale, return to the front of the mat, equal standing. Inhale, raise the arms, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Head up on the inhale. Press down to step or jump back, lowering down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Now, you want to take over? Yeah. Lift the heels, bring your knees to the floor, draw back, Balasana. Is it 1:30? Okay, good.
Everyone just take a moment in child's pose. How y'all doing? It's real hot out, hey? Is anyone sweating? What? All right, stay in child's pose and get real cozy. Just kind of massage your hips down towards your heels. This is work out here. All right, take your hands right off your mat into the grass beside you. Both of them reaching towards the right, and move your hips towards the left. Take a minute and just connect to where we are. We're outside. Your hands are in the grass right now. When there are these little moments of pause, when breeze happens, let's embrace them. Inhale, breathe into your right arm, your right shoulder, down your right rib cage. Full, big, deep breath. And then do that same shape all the way to the left. Kind of sneak your fingers off your mat over to the left. Press your hips towards the right. Do the same thing. Even grab the grass. Look where we are right now. Inhale, breathe into the line of your left arm, your shoulder, your ribs, the intercostals, little muscles in between the ribs. All right, and then come all the way back, center. Everyone roll up onto your hands and knees. You're just kind of sitting here for a moment. Lift your right arm up. We're going to flow a little. So lift your right arm up high to the sun. Oh, my, my, my. And then thread it through the space between your arm and shoulder. Yeah, do that one more time. Inhale, breathe. So one more inhale in your pigeon. Then we're going to just go a little deeper into this. Come up onto your fingertips and walk over again to the left. Just kind of walk your hands over into the grass and sneak your right fingers away even more. Notice what that does. It starts to open up space in your arm and your shoulder. Inhale, breathe now into that line. And then real slow, start to lift your torso back up and walk back to center. So now once you're center, come up to sitting, sit over onto your right hip and swing this left leg around. So we're going to move this into a seated twist. Maybe cross it over onto your other thigh. If that feels crunchy in your hips and your hip flexors, just unfold the bottom guy. Yeah? And then take a minute and feel your surface underneath you. Left hand goes back, right arm way high up. Lift the right arm up. Inhale. And then use your exhale to twist around yourself. Elbow somewhere against the back of the thigh bone. Roll the left shoulder back and everybody look back. Look to the left. As you inhale, lengthen your spine as long as it can get. And as you exhale, actually deepen your twist a little more. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel these tiny little trickles of breeze on our skin. One more breath. Inhale. And then real slow, unwind yourself and move into the reverse of this. So use your left hand against your thigh bone and now look right. Twist to look over the right shoulder. Inhale. And then so slowly, come all the way back. So to come out of this, just kind of cross your legs and roll over onto downward dog. So however you can get there, just real graceful. And then once you're there, pedal it out. Right heel, left heel. Just massage in place. Notice if you feel any different. Right side, left side. So we'll move through that little sequence on the left. Start to lift your left leg high up to the sky. Let the head and neck totally drop. Use your hands to press into the earth below them. Your thumb, your finger bases. Feel real solid in your arms. Take another deep breath. Notice how the right leg now feels. Stretching your calf muscles out a little. And then as you exhale, swing the knee forward. Go so slow. And step it just in between the space in front of your hands. And then slide into your version of pigeon. So feel it out, whatever works for you. Inhale, lift the chest a little higher, and then take that length in your spine and fold forward. Elongate the arms. You can make a little pillow for your forehead if that feels good. And then just stay here. Once again, reconnect to breathing. Breathe into the back of the ribs. Fill up. As you exhale, see if you can just settle into this moment. The sun on your skin, the sweat from your pores. It's all happening right now. One more breath. And then extend the arms out in front of you so the fingertips come up into the grass and sneak over to the right, even if it's just a little, and take the left hand and walk it away more. So you just start to stretch out what's happening in your arm and your shoulder. Again, let the head and neck drop and breathe into that line. Slowly from here, walk the hands back to center. Walk yourself all the way up so you're seated upright, and then drop over onto your left hip and swing that right leg around. So maybe the heel will come over to the other side of your thigh bone. If that feels crunchy again, just unfold the bottom guy. Sit up tall, just notice how the grass below you feels. And then right hand back. Slowly lift the left arm up. Take a big breath, real reaching breath. Inhale, and then cross over, elbow to the other side of your thigh bone. So start to roll your right shoulder back, and everyone turn to look over the right shoulder. Look way back. So as we stay here for 3 breaths, I encourage you to close your eyes again. Just take a moment, notice how as you inhale, you can actually lengthen your spine a little more. As you exhale, you can deepen the twist just a little more. See if anywhere else unnecessarily tense in your face maybe can start to let go. Just allow this to be all about the twist and your breathing in the twist. Take one more inhale and then slowly start to unwind yourself, and we'll move into the reverse of it. So rest the right arm along your shin bone and turn to look left. Just feel that real unwind in the spinal column. Even here, sit up tall, 2 breaths. All right, last one. Come all the way back center. One more little cross of the ankles and end up in downward dog. If you feel like you want to go through a vinyasa and you know what that means, go for it. Otherwise, just join me in down dog and get there and pedal out side to side through your heels again. Noticing how now your legs feel, your hips feel. So keep your feet now hip distance apart and just allow the heels to melt down. 1 breath in down dog. A real gentle release of the head and neck. And keeping your feet hip distance apart, start to walk your feet up towards your hands. So once you're nice and close, bring the hands against your shin bones and lift up 3 times. So inhale, elongate, grow long through the back body. And exhale, fold in towards your thighs. 1. Do that twice more. Inhale, just a little fluidity, a little movement again. And exhale, 2. Last time. Inhale, glide up halfway. Long, big breath. This time, hug the abs in, connect the ribs, and fold even closer to your thighs. Wrap the hands around the backs of the legs, drop the head, drop the neck. And we're just going to stay here, opening up the hamstrings for 3 breaths. So try this. Tip into your toes, even just slightly. Not to knock your balance off, but to redirect your focus so you aren't just hanging back in the heels. Maybe the abdominals can connect. Maybe you can fold a little deeper. And then see if you can soften the backs of the knees, especially if you know you hyperextend. Because we're looking down, see if you can let go of any gripping that the toes might be doing. All right, you got 1 more breath here. Big inhale. And then exhale, come up halfway. Once again, release the hands to the mat beside you or the grass beside you, and then slowly sit right back into a seat. From there, we'll replicate the same shape, but extend the legs out in front of you. So inhale, lift the arms way high up. If you can, bring your feet right together, and exhale, fold forward, catching whatever you've got. Maybe your feet, maybe your shins, maybe your legs somewhere. And then that same undulating move through your spine. Inhale, lift up a little, just a little wave, and exhale, fold over. 3 of these guys. Inhale, do it again with breath. Inhale, and exhale, fold on in. And do that 1 more time. So each time you do this, try to get a little closer, and then fold and pause. Stay here for 3 breaths. As you focus on releasing the backs of the legs, the hamstrings, maybe even the lower back a little, see if you can also move back into this moment. One more deep and slow breath. And then start to roll yourself up. Just kind of connecting one vertebrae at a time so you end up upright. From here, draw the soles of the feet together into Baddha Konasana, nice little diamond shape with the legs, sitting up tall. So if you've noticed, I'm big on this wave-like movement. The body responds to movement and liquidiness, and I think have we all gone swimming a little bit? So 3 more waves, and on the 3rd or the 4th, we'll stay down and hold and pause. So just wave your body forward once, and then curl right back up through the spinal column. Do that again, and just notice how your spine responds to this. We often hold so much tension in our back body. Moving like this in real life is pretty rare. So just take a moment and feel in your body where this starts to open up and release a little stuff that you no longer need. On the last one, fold forward and just pause, drop the head, drop the neck. If you're low enough that the elbows touch the knees, use them to press your knees down just a little closer to the grass. And then focus on how you can start to direct your breath into the back of the ribs. This amazing and physiological connection to our body in the lower lobes of the lungs. If you inflate the lungs to their capacity, you stimulate these little pockets that exist in the lower lobes of the lungs. They are full of serotonin. They release a sensation of calm, peace, quietness in the body. So experiment with that for your last breath. How big can your breath become? How full can your lungs get? Can you stimulate this little pocket of serotonin so that when you exhale, you actually feel a little release? Whenever you're ready, start to roll your body back up to seated. Real careful, draw the knees towards each other. Make sure you have room to roll down. We're going to lie on down. Roll down towards the mat. Hug the knees into the chest. Just do a little easy rock and roll through the back just to release whatever's happening in your low body, your sacrum, your lumbar spine, all kinds of back body stuff. And then finally, place your feet flat and send your right leg straight up to the sky. Reach and catch your leg with your arms, anywhere that feels comfortable. It doesn't have to be a crazy stretch. And start to rotate around through your ankle. Go slow enough that you actually move through all the little ankle joints. And then circle around the other way. Flex the heel now and cross it over your left knee. Reach your arms through to catch either your shin or your thigh, whatever your body can reach for. Make sure the head and neck stays down, that the shoulders can widen, the collarbone can soften into the earth below you. Thank you. And then draw the whole system of shape you've just created closer towards you. And then do this, just gentle, little tip over to the left side of the hip and press your right knee away from you, even if you just think of it. Just stay here and focus again on slowing down your breath as these movements now start to slow down as we hold them just a little longer. See if you can come back to the rhythm of your own breath, slowing down your heartbeat. staying in that soupiness of calm and quiet. Just one more breath, and then slowly hug your right thigh bone in towards the chest and send the left leg straight to the earth in front of you. So maybe it'll even reach to the grass in front of your mat. Yeah. Hold that in nice and close. Take a deep breath. And then take one more inhale, and as you exhale, cross your thigh bone all the way over to the left. Take your right arm and reach it high to the sky. Reach it up, 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 high up. Inhale, big breath. And as you exhale, let the arm fall towards the grass on the left. The right. And turn to look down it. Reach through the fingers a little, maybe even grip some of the grass so you really open up all kinds of space in your shoulder, through the ribs, maybe even down and across that right hip. So once again, moving into your breath, just 2 more slow breaths here. Take your time moving out of this, returning to your back. Hug both knees into the chest and just go back into that gentle little rock and roll through your back, your low spine. Maybe make little circles or go side to side, whatever feels real good right now. And then lower the feet back down, just in front of you, both knees bent for a moment. And start to lift the left leg high up to the sky, holding the back of the thigh bone somewhere that's comfortable for you. It doesn't have to be a crazy stretch, just somewhere you can manage. And start to rotate around through your left ankle joint. Make slow and deliberate circles so you can actually release a little here. And then slowly start to rotate around the other way. Finally, flex the heel and cross it over your right knee. And then lift that shape up and reach your arms through to either catch your thigh or your shin, whatever you got, whatever feels like you can actually reach and hold for a few breaths. And then notice your head, your shoulders. Allow it, including your neck, to settle back down into the mat and the earth below you. Let go of gripping or tension that might happen in your neck and your jaw. And then do that little tiny tip over to the right side of your hip, right side of your pelvis, and send the left knee away from the body. Even just a little micro movement, and notice how that starts to open up a little more space in your left hip. Go back once again to the rhythm of your breath, just slow, synchronized, leveled and even inhales and exhales. And then finally, hug the left knee in towards your chest and send the right leg long to the mat in front of you, maybe even to the grass beyond your mat. Take a breath here and really pull your left thigh bone in towards the chest. Notice again if your shoulders are crunched up and let them soften. Take another big inhale and start to exhale. Cross your knee over towards the grass on the right. And then everyone lift your left arm high up to the sky. Reach it up, stretch it up. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, let the arm drop out to the grass on the left. Turn your gaze to look down it so the stretch becomes complete even in your neck. Maybe even hold on to some grass so you can benefit from the greatest diagonal stretch from your left shoulder down through the rib cage and across to the knee. 3 big breaths here, and just allow your whole body to settle into this stretch. Once again, connecting to this very present moment, noticing the breeze once again. The glisten of sun and sweat on your skin. And then real slow, start to roll yourself back. Hug both knees into the chest. Just an easy last little rock and roll through the back. So from here, we'll move towards Shavasana. So if there is one last pose, like if this is a practice that you typically do, and there's one last pose that you are craving, this is your time. If you want to just completely unfold and soak in this luxurious moment of being outdoors, open the arms and legs wide, really spread out into the grass. At this point, just kind of take the last moment or two to get real cozy and comfortable. So everyone take a deep breath in through the nose and actually let it out through the mouth. And do that all over again and actually let your body sink heavy into the mat, into the grass, into the earth below you. Allow your eyes to close. And allow this to become your time to celebrate your choice to be here, honoring the practice by embracing and soaking in stillness. As much as you can, find a place you can actually release into. And as the day around us will continue, see if you can choose to not be distracted by it. Dive a little deeper inside yourself. Resting in Shavasana for the next few moments.